In this video, I would like to introduce you to Google Fonts. Now, a little overview about Google Fonts if you're not familiar with them. It's a service and a place that designers can use to get fonts to use in their development. And it doesn't matter what program you're using, or if you're just coding this by hand, or you're using Dreamweaver, etc. You can use these Google Fonts in your application. And I wanted to introduce you to the tool and show you how it works and show you how you can use it as well to visualize your site when you're planning and developing your lookbook and all this other stuff, so that you can really solidify the whole design. Some of the features of Google Fonts are it allows you to see what the pairing of fonts is. Now, pairing of fonts is when you would choose a main font and then sort of an enhanced font that would go along to be, such as headers and other sort of key areas of your site that match with your main font. So let me show you how it works. So the first thing you want to do is go to fonts.google.com. And then from there, you can see in the interface, you can check and choose the different types of fonts that they have, or you can actually search through them. So first thing you want to do is say, let's start with, I'm looking for a sans serif font. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these things, and I'm going to just kind of look through the types of sans serif fonts. So what I can do is just kind of look at them and find one that I would think that in my mind that matches my style. So here's one, for instance, and what I can do is we can actually look at it and see the specimen and find out details about this. We can also look at the usage, number of times this has been used in the last week, its popularity, that kind of thing. Another thing over here that's really good is looking at the pairings. I can see that here are some suggested pairings that go with the font. Okay, so I can actually look at one of these, click on it, and I can pick and choose these. So for instance, if I wanted to choose Railway or Oswald with this, which actually, let me go with Railway, I can click on that, click add. I also want to select this font. So now I have these two fonts that I can work together. From there, what I can do is just go down to the selection that I have, and I can use an embed code that will allow me to embed these directly in just by using the code, place this in my CSS file or my HTML file, or I can actually click the download button, and this is going to allow me to download this to my computer. I can save this to fonts.zip file, and then when I go to my folder where I downloaded it, I can unzip it, and here are my fonts that I can then embed into my site and have the actual files, so I can upload those into my FTP, etc. So using Google Fonts is an awesome way to help you visualize and not only get usable fonts, but to actually look through and start your development through a visual style. So finding fonts, easily pairing them with other fonts, gives you some sort of pre-planning steps in the development. It helps you to, see what works together with other fonts. So go ahead and try it out. Remember, you can go to fonts.google.com and check out the fonts.